Hi, hello, and welcome to Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Gorgeous. I'll be your oracle today. And I'm gonna read this sermon from Soul Purpose Saturday. We had a sound challenge, and I'm back. So we're gonna read from the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. It's a beautiful card called The Perfection of Your Life. You know, it was giving me, when I was reading the sermon, very much about coming to the womb, and the word matrix was there, and it was really talking about it being a mother, one of the maws of creation, a womb of creation. And I am feeling like it's two worlds there. And of course, we see the sacred spiral, 30 being a spiritual number for me personally on my path work right now. I'll share that in private chambers, but this is the cover of the deck. I quite like Alana Fairchild. She has quite a few oracle decks out there. The Rumi Oracle being another one. There's also an Isis Oracle for the Mami Watas and the Daughters of Isis. So it's page 30 in the Oracle Guidebook. Excuse me, card number 30, page 124. Have you ever seen a storm pictured from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is great beauty in your life right now. This is a certain Whoa, I just totally like code switched. Give me just a second. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that cannot quite be articulated but sensed vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged and a person or situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval, or change and uncertainty in your world. Whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal, or external, this oracle brings the same message for you. All is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. To see how there's a womb of creation, it's hard to understand how evil can be a good thing. Never in that world is evil a good thing, but on a higher level, in the respect to the collectiveness of the creator, it is. There's a reason for shadow in your life, and the only job you have is to move through it. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. If you cannot believe there is anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be, in truth, there is also the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are never forgotten. You have never been looked over. You have never been denied, found wanting, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the blocked energy in your heart. Then you will call on a powerful perfection of your life as it aligns for the next creative turn of the spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. So it came on the grounds of defend to the end what is worthwhile. I'm going to read that as well. Let me just rip out whatever alive in me. There is something asking for attention. I didn't check in with it or even acknowledge it. And you see, I code switched when I was reading. I have this card just floating around here. It doesn't have a position yet. And this is my boss, just so you know. Let me check in. So they want me to talk about shadow. about things happening to you that you think are your idea, but it's because of the programming and the collective conditioning that you received about being a good little sheep. I'm going to say it that way. You were primed for abuse, trauma, and to give your power away. You were fed and trained in the ways to tap dance, to prance around like a puppy looking for attention. It's by your oppressor, and that means several different things for several different types of people out there, but that's the collective message. So this is defend to the end what is worthwhile. You know, when I see five, that five, that two, 23 to me is a number of witchcraft. That's a mark of witches when I see 23. And you know, I look at people and see numbers. I'm not that one who sees people's auras or colors. I have to like look up and blink my third eye to see your aura. But immediately I'll look at you and see a number that when I look at you again isn't there. And when I see 23, usually for me, it's like this person's going to get jealous and they're going to attack me for things they should be working in themselves, because 23 is a number of like, I wouldn't call it sorcery, but it is people that like to do magic. And oftentimes when you're compelled to do magic by an emotional response to something alive in you that you need to tame, it's your lower self. Pardon me for going there, but I had to, because I'm seeing the owl and the owl's not looking good to me. It feels to me like when there's an owl on your head, girl, how'd you get into your body is the next question. What did your daddy do? I'm sorry, I'm just going there. This is private chambers talk. We're in the temple. This is a safe place. So I'll cull my blows here. Let's read the oracle. Yeah, okay, so no wonder boss came through and was like, excuse me, a little bit more, please. Okay, beneath the illusions, let's get that card out. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound. Oh, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside. For the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. So when there's an owl, I know the moment a person steps aside to me, I need to slay them. I won't ask questions. I won't give a second thought to your personal care. You deal with your own ramifications of your actions. Heed my warning. You are addressing a sovereign, and I will annihilate obstacles. This is what I'm hearing. I'm sorry to take this tact, but it's coming through. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief, and also the grief of the world. You have raised at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under the lies of fear. I get a lot of wounding around people who see shadow in me, like not shadow, but like some type of easy target or like something that can be taken advantage of, or they diminish me and reduce me and they don't. Does that make sense? Because owls are creation to hunt in their silence. You don't see them coming. You can't hear an owl when it's about to attack. It doesn't have the thing about an owl. And here's the thing about, you know, a lot of people, I need to talk and hold counsel on some spiritual attacks. The thing about an owl is your defense mechanism to owl, it's designed to cloak. It's the stealth. It represents to me stealth. There's an enemy in the gate already and you've been seen. By the time you notice the predator, it's too late. And an attack's in the night. It's designed to deceive. Pardon me, I have a weird, it's the time for Papa to come through and that's what's happening. So, I'm gonna put this card down and really go into whatever this channel is. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive. Stop making such a big deal of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant. that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others finding the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than to anything else. This includes fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. You are no less important than the more noticeable of dramatic actions on the path. These are no less important than the more noticeable dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant of ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. Let me stop because messages are coming through like crazy. I cannot keep up. You know, what I'm being reminded of is I was doing a blog thing on my personal channel. I came through for a very short just check-in kind of. I wanted to talk about some findings that I'm having because I'm shifting my offering and I'm wanting to be more accessible, but not so accessible one-on-one. I can't do it. I need to clear my queue. My psychic queue is clogged with clutter from a time when I was expediting shadow, and I'm just finding that the voice box and the messenger is coming out. And I came to sit for 15 minutes and literally a council session happened. And I was talking a lot about the woundedness and how we push through it and we move through it. And I was just like overtaken by a lot of my own shadow that I wanted to share because I've been getting guidance from my teachers, and my teachers are not in the physical, they're in the spiritual, and they're pretty intense. They're not quite forgiving of me at this precise moment because I'm coming across a lot of people that need compassion, but it's fierce compassion. It's the compassion to save someone's life. And when you're saving a person's life, the kind of saving that I'm seeing right now is when people are giving their power to the devil, whatever controls them in their life. It's on their head. It's ruling them. It's puppeting them around. It's prancing them around like a little show pony. And they're excited and eager to give their soul to the devil. And when the Creator hands them an angelic presence, they want to put all their resources into eliminating their savior. And their savior is when their own personal power rises up and knocks on the door or slaps them in the face. So, and it's just weird because Boss came through, sat down and was like, honey, we're going to do some work. And that's the message. Do your work. It's not about tarot cards. It's about saving people's souls. That was the message I got. We're inviting the devil into our house, and we're so eager and excited about hosting demons, chasing down some dick, spending all that money on things you ain't gonna see tomorrow, honey. You can't take it to heaven with you. That's the message. This oracle has special guidance for you. You're being asked to stay strong, stand your ground. This might be a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. I would say your personal power is the fight of your life. That's why you came here. I guess I don't need a mic. I'll be pretty loud. It's true. Okay, so this oracle has some very special guidance, okay? You're being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be a big emotional journey. It might be the fight of your life. You may not know how to guard vigilantly what is worthwhile. You may have been conditioned and programmed to give your power to your oppressor. And finding yourself may be the most difficult thing you ever experience. But it is the only thing that is worthwhile. When you're on your deathbed, the only thing you're ever going to regret is the things you didn't say. The things you didn't protect. You come here to grow. You grow through what you go through. Okay? But what is this wise goddess standing on? It ain't her crown. She can't take that with her to the next life. Do you know what it is? It's her purity. Every motherfucker out there in the streets, they want you to succumb to the devil. Everyone out there is chasing some dream, chasing some image, some facade, some bullshit fucking story. And you know what an owl is? It's the most elite con artist in nature. Now, I'm not talking about chameleons looking like something else. You will never see them coming. Ever. They are complete stealth. When you see them, it is too late. It's when your life is flashing before your eyes. And they're soft and squishy and lethal. And see, there's a comfortability that comes when you see something cute or when you get glamored is owl magic. Glamour. That's what the devil does. Makes you think you're not beautiful enough, makes you think you're not worthy enough, makes you think you can't get a man, it makes you think a man is a plan, it makes you think you gotta spend your time and spend your life making somebody else rich when their entire bloodline is designed to annihilate you from the surface of this earth. It's to go and think that you should go give your power every day to a maggot piece of shit and teach that to your children. What does this card say? Defend to the end what is worthwhile. It's your power, honey, and it's a little girl. It's the place of you that is the most tender and sweet and open and receptive and vulnerable, and it is what gives you your strength. It wasn't the owl that I was responding to, it was the fact that there's no color in this card. This is a vibrant deck. And I've just been shaking off shadow and shaking off attacks and shaking off all these things. These are the cunning witches, the owls, the ones with owls on their head. These are the cunning witches that you will never see coming. And trust me, the closer they get to you, the closer you are to death. I see you, motherfucker. When you come step to this bitch, you come correct. Is what I say. Walk in my house. Ooh, I will annihilate that obstacle. You will not mess with my power. It is mine, and I don't have permission to live my life. That's what you're protecting. And if you can't do it, you're not ready to live your life. It's not about softness. You're protecting your softness. And you've got to do it for you. It's not going to come from anybody else. You save yourself. This is not a drill. Okay, we got to put that card away because, I'm going to go. You have a good night. But I just wanted to come read the sermon. I probably will just cut out the, I'll just cut out the, first part of that. We had some sound issues. I'm going to take a moment and collect myself. I have read all the emails. I'm at 0 for my inbox. There's a few I drafted just to restructure because whatever I channeled, there was a lot of typos. And coming out of the channel was disoriented. But that would have been around divination that's pending. But even the readings are emailed. I'm at consultation or an assessment. You know, priestessgorgeous.org for now. That's going to change. That was unintentional. I did not actually mean to do that. I would just say normally the temple is a safe place. And I'll just share with you a quick briefing. I'm getting guidance from the spirits that the reason for my the reason I need to break my path and go in a different direction wasn't my path. I've been struggling. I've been going through some of my own shadow. And I've really just been having my professional strength has just been declining. And um, I got the message. I had my epiphany. I had my tower card. Now, this is my power. This is why I'm in the world, because this is the purpose that I serve. Um, this covers everything, severing the illusion. It's just really the hand of God, period. And that's boss. And the message I got from that person was spirit, principality, frankly. That, you know, my job is to save your soul. It's not to play with tarot cards. And I love my abilities, my craft. It's just that my focus was off. And, you know, we have work. We have work up in here. God's house needs to be cleaned up. Children, it is time we get the syllabus read, and it's time we show up ready to do our work. And I can't be co-signing and hosting no shenanigans. And I have been extremely gracious, but the queen must tell you we're gonna do some work because the stuff I'm seeing in the day to day is unacceptable, unacceptable. And to know that a maggot piece of shit is trying to take my babies is pissing me the fuck off. I'm just enraged. And he's been here for thousands of years, and literally, this is when I get to cut him. So I'm happy that I was born in the 2000s, but I hate this body, and I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I'm gonna announce what my plans are, but you saw it here first, folks. That's the secret. Mama's angry. And she's gonna slay. It's true. She's gonna slay. So y'all see real soon. Have a good night. Peace be with you. Priestessgorgeous.org if you want to book a consultation or an assessment. And I'll talk